let's start with you, Phil. What is your outrage of the week?
Outrage of the week this week. A product called Coco Loco.
Coco Loco.
Cocoloco. Coco Loco. I don't think they're going to be serving this at any fast food restaurant.
Why not?
Because, well, first of all, it is the only legal way, I guess, to get high. What they've come up with is a formula of the same ingredients that are in Red Bull or in any energy drink, but they've put it in powderized form and mixed it with cocoa powder. And now the kids snort cocoa powder, and they say they get high. So my outrage is that in a day and age where we have the opioid crisis, here we have new products coming up, and I'm outraged that, they're just allowing these things to... I know it's America, but we ought to at least give our outrage about these products.
Is it something you can buy over the counter?
Yeah,
anybody?
Absolutely. Coco Loco, look it up. You can buy it. And I just think that I owe it to the public to be outraged about this and pass the word along. That's it.
Barry?
My outrage of the week is that it's going to rain on Friday, but not much I can do about that. So I guess my real outrage of the week is that the New Bedford City Council has yet to take the steps necessary to toughen enforcement in slum neighborhoods in the city in terms of code violations, health, safety violations, and has yet to give the administration the authority that it needs to really crack down. Now, the mayor is proposing to the council that he wants a special registry for these slumlords, many of whom are from out of town. There's actually a few guys that own a whole lot of property in the city of New Bedford, and they create slums, and it's, going to housing court and paying fines just simply becomes a part of the cost of doing business, right? So they're not addressing the health and safety codes. This creates the little mini ghettos that we have in New Bedford, which are very unfortunate. They trap people in poverty, too, and really run down dangerous places. But we need the city council to get on board with the administration and to file some stronger codes, create a registry for these absentee landlords, these slumlords, and hold them accountable. You create a registry, but when somebody has already offended once, and therefore you can speed up the amount of time it takes to deal with some of these issues. So that's my outrage.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
How do you go about doing that when they don't speak with one another?
When the city council and the mayor don't speak? Well, the administration has submitted some proposals in the past. The council has just poo-pooed them. The administration is coming back with some more after the election.
Is it possible that the council doesn't think that they're good proposals?
Well, the council should be coming up with some of their own proposals, because the council should not stand up at the podium and complain about the problems in some of these neighborhoods if they're not willing to take on one of the core issues of the problems, and that's the slumlords who allow these slums to exist in the first place.
Well, I'm going to come back and say let's blame somebody else for the problems that another person or persons are doing. But I hear what you're saying. You're looking for something.
They're two separate issues, Brian. What the gang members are doing are totally different from the fact that you've got out-of-town slumlords that are not keeping their buildings up to fire code, safety code, and health code, and they're allowed to get away with it because the local government is not enforcing and is not coming down with stricter fines and stricter enforcement. So they're two separate issues, but they feed off of each other.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing. My outrage is the fact that here we are on the 6th day of the new fiscal year, and guess what? There is no budget for the year. Now, there is a partial budget, but that's all it is a partial budget. Are they going to keep on doing partial budgets for 1 month, and then, of course, there's no marijuana law. And from what I was reading, it looks like the legislature wants to tie the marijuana law in with the budget, which means they want to raise that tax. Well, go ahead and raise it. Go ahead and raise it.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, student.
Why don't they just take that stuff and stuff it in their pipes and have a powwow and smoke it?
Well, they're going to do it anyway. They've been doing it. All right, guys, thanks for coming in today. I really appreciate it.